All right, everybody, I got some new sling mail and I'm excited to show it off. Stick around. Welcome to 411 Outdoors, where outdoor fun and adventure is where it's at, man. We got everything from tomahawks, knife throwing, slingshots, archery, blowguns, sling darts, survival, martial arts. The list just goes on and on. If we can enjoy it outside, we're going to do it. I hope you find this content helpful and resourceful. Let's get started today looking at a really cool slingshot from a company that I think produces some really good products, especially for the price. Today we're going to be looking at an RCZZSUWE Slingshot. Now, I have reviewed one other slingshot from this company, and it was actually a pretty popular video. I found out that a lot of people use this slingshot and that a lot of people love it. You can buy all their products on Amazon. They've got several frames for sale. They're all built really well. They shoot well. I love the first one that I owned, and I can't wait to talk about the second one today. And here she is. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, this frame feels so good in the hand. It's got an umbrella tape here wrapped around it. You've got some extra support here just to kind of, fill in the palm and give you an extra anti-slip grip. Very similar to the other one that I reviewed, except the other one had more of a wooden type handle, whereas this one looks a lot like my SUWE frame that I've nicknamed the Red Dragon. I just love the way that feels in the palm, and I like that umbrella tape. I think that looks really neat. Something I really love about this slingshot is the band attachment. It is as easy as it gets. You basically just unscrew it here. Just unscrew it enough to where you can push this out. And when you push this, it releases it. But when you're ready to put another band back in, you can simply just push that button in again, slide it right down in there, nice and easy, and you're ready to just tighten it up. Super simple. Y'all have probably heard me say this before. I don't like tying on bands. The only time I have a good attitude about tying on bands is when I'm tying one on a natural fork slingshot. I love natural fork slingshots so much that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to shoot one. And in their case, I have to tie on bands. But with a lot of other slingshot frames, I don't like doing it. I do not like tying on bands. That's why I love my Scout slingshot so much. But I love this as well because this is probably the most easy band attachment I've ever worked with. I can only speak for myself when I say this. I tend to shoot a little bit better when I'm holding something that's a little more substantial in the hand. I tend to struggle a little bit more with extremely light or excessively small frames. These kind of seem to sit right in the middle. They've got substance because they've got a solid weight. This is the first one that I reviewed when my channel first got started, and of course this is the newer one, but these are the two that I have, but they both are just very substantial, but they're not overbearing. It kind of remind me a little bit of the same grip, with the Scout, a little bit more curved, but this one right here is even more comfortable than this one is. So, if you want to know which one's the most comfortable, in my opinion, this one's, more comfortable for sure, just because of the way it's designed. We've got as a stainless steel frame and an over-the-top configuration. So if you like to shoot through the forks, this wouldn't be for you. Something else you don't deal with these frames is the band slipping out and popping you in the mouth. As you can see, it's got these little teeth. When you screw it in, it bites down on that band. And it's always got a nice hold on it. As long as you've got this screwed in tight and as long as you've got a nice, firm grip, you're not going to have to worry about these bands popping out. I want you to see it from this angle as well. If you decided to ever take this tape off or this, piece that they've got wrapped up here, you can basically see what the skeleton of the frame looks like here from top to bottom. If you ever just wanted to go with the metal frame, that's what you're going to have on the inside. You can kind of see, the size of the frame. This is just the padding on the front. What's mind-blowing is this thing is 16 bucks and you get a ton of stuff with it. Let's take a look at the contents that come in the package. So this package comes pretty stacked. You get an awesome frame. You get four band sets, and they perform pretty well. The pouches are kind of small, but they do pretty good. You get a spinner target. You get these sighting tools if you want to use those. I typically don't use those, but they are there, and one of them's even got a level on it. And you get some 5/16 steel here and a pretty good bit of it. So that's just not bad at all for 16 bucks. Hard to beat. When I trim my bands, I don't like to go quite as short as what my draw length formula would call for. I like to leave a little bit of extra length. But with that being said, I can tell that I'm gonna need to trim these down a little bit more as well. Right on. I went back and trimmed these bands a little bit because I'm gonna do some quick draw shooting. You know, it takes more than just having a good frame to get good at shooting a slingshot. A frame is just part of the puzzle. But frames are important because you want something that's comfortable, you want something that's easy to maintain, and you want something that's fun to look at. And I think this has all of those features. RCZZSUWE produces some good slingshots. I've heard nothing but good things out of the other one that I reviewed, and I believe I'm going to hear the same thing regarding this one. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I'm going to provide a link in the description so you can go out and add this one to your collection, because I think you'll be happy to have it. Take care.